Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. I'm out and about, out at the mall. My wife made me take her shopping. I wanted to drop on you some Transunion loans that you should check out. And I would tell you, when you're going for these loans, if I were you, I would lock up my Experian credit file as well as my Equifax credit file. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something before I get into these loans. Many of you all may have heard of the Transunion hack. Okay. Now, to get everything off your credit file, right? Now, for some of you all, you may not know what the Transunion hack is. Well, the Transunion hack is that where you go to Transunion, and it's a certain section in the Transunion credit report where you can say that you was ST, sex traffic. Okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but the thing about it is when you put that, what it happens is by you making that statement, what ends up happening is that they will clear everything off of your Transunion credit file. Now, I would definitely tell you guys, if that has never happened to you, don't try that. Don't do that, because you never know when that can actually come back and bite you in the butt. Okay, so that's the reason why I would not do it. That being said, let me tell you about some of these Transunion. I'm trying not to walk too far because my wife is inside the store shopping. Let me tell you about some of these Transunion loans that you may want to consider. All right, now, if you're looking for loans like with a high DTI, debt to income ratio, then I would probably say your lowest hanging fruit for that would be universal credit. Okay, and so I made many of videos with universal credit. Is that your credit file you have to have is at least 2 years old, and you have to have at least one trade line on that credit file. All right, so that's with universal credit. They go up to 50,000, and it's a soft pull to pre-qualify. Okay, then the next one you may want to check out is Liberty Federal Credit Union. Okay, now here's the thing about it with Liberty Federal Credit Union is that most people don't know about the privilege they get with a Liberty Federal Credit Union. And I like this. It's because not only do they pull TransUnion, but the best part about it is that, like, if you get a personal loan from them, you actually don't have to make a payment for 90 days. Okay, so that's the reason why I actually like them. And the minimum credit score, I would say, with Liberty Federal Credit Union is like maybe about a 620. Now, your DTI with some of these credit unions, they're very finicky. So I would say your DTI with them would probably max out around 55%. Also, in terms of inquiries, I would say the maximum amount of inquiries you probably want to max out with them is probably about 5 to 6 hard inquiries existing on the credit file. All right, so that's with Liberty. Now, you also have Alliant Credit Union. Now, this is interesting because with Alliant, they use TransUnion. However, they use a Vantage 4. Okay, now the reason that's a good thing, because I tell you, FICO 9s, Vantage 3, Vantage 4s, those type of loans, you can have authorized users, you can have rental payments, subscriptions, utility bills added on to boost up the credit score, and they will help include that in the credit file. All right, so that's with Alliant. Now they also go up to $100,000 as well. All right, so they also go up to $100,000. Now, let's talk about Lending Circle. All right, so with Lending Circle, TransUnion as well. is like a platform. They go up to $50,000, okay? I made a full video explaining in terms of how to leverage them. I'm standing in this shade for a minute because it's hot. It is hot. But they go up to $50,000. Now, here's one that I always tell you all, if you're in their geographic location, is BMO. Now, again, BMO, they offer personal loans up to $35,000. One of the cool part about BMO is because they use a Vantage 4. All right, I know a lot of people, they don't know where to find a Vantage score lending institution. So I just gave you two. That's that's Alliant, uses TransUnion, and BMO. Both of those use a Vantage 4. All right. Now, the Vantage 3 lenders you may want to take a look at is with BCU. BCU is Baxter Credit Union. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get out of that sun. But what I was saying about Baxter Credit Union, they are a TransUnion Vantage 3. Okay, so when you go to like Credit Karma and they give you your Vantage scores, that's what you're looking at. Your TransUnion and your Equifax, they're giving you Vantage scores, all right? Even if you go to like TransUnion itself or even Equifax, they're not really giving you a FICO score. They're giving you a Vantage score, and a lot of people are not aware of that. However, going back to BCU and explaining that with BCU, with Baxter Credit Union, is that all it takes is $5 to join through the Life Money U program, okay? And they may want to do a phone interview with you or whatever, but at the same time, they are very generous in terms of when qualifying for a loan. Now, here's the good part about it, is because they are a credit union, you can use that same inquiry not only to get a personal loan, but to be able to qualify for one of their credit cards and possibly their lines of credit as well. So you may be able to get 2 to 3 different products out of them. Now, here's the thing about it. When they do that hard pull for them lasts 90 days. They give you 90 days to make a decision if you want their loans or not, all right? So that's the reason why that Baxter Credit Union is on the list. Now, you also have Veridian. Now, with Veridian, they are also a TransUnion Vantage 3 score also, and by them being a TransUnion Vantage 3, you would have to join the Habitat of Humanities. It's probably like about $10 to $25. But when you join them, they like to do a video conference, all right? But they're non-geo restricted. So that's the reason why they're on the list. And they're fairly reasonable about their loans as well, all right? So again, going back to my original statement, in terms of you're going to find these people that out here and said that they can clean up your credit file. And one of the strategies, like I mentioned, is that they will, for TransUnion to clean up the credit file, they're going to use the the ST strategy in order to clean up your credit file. But be careful, because by them falsifying those documents, that can come back and bite you. So that's the reason why I would tell you to be very careful about them, all right? Now, you also have Consumers Credit Union. Now, with Consumers Credit Union, here's the reason why I like them. Consumers Credit Union, they use TransUnion, all right? And so with them using TransUnion FICO 9, you can get the personal loan from them, but also by going through Consumers Credit Union, they also use Elan Financial for their credit cards. So what that would do, that would give you the leverage of actually applying for an Elan Financial credit card through them with 0% interest for 18 months. So you may want to take advantage of getting the 0% interest on their credit card for 18 months, and they give you convenience checks with your credit card. Then going back and accepting the personal loan. That way, your first 18 months, you have access to capital without paying any interest on it. All right. Now, I hope that this video helps you. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.